Hello, 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 beautiful creatures of the world. Welcome back to Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. Grab your cup. You can put tea in it. You don't have to have coffee. I like coffee. I prefer coffee over tea. But we have a lot of teetotalers in the family. It's just something that, I started it over on my Facebook. It's Coffee with Kerri. And it just kind of all flowed. So, but it can be tea with Kerri if you'd like. Fill your cup with whatever. My knit and natter cup. We got it in red. In red again. I like the darker color. It's winter. And we're white and we're gray. And everything is, and when the plow goes by, it's like that shady brown color. And it just kind of like dampens the mood a little bit. We don't have a lot of sun. The sky is gray. The ground is white. And this is kind of, colors lift you up. Make you happy. And red is supposed to do something for like the creative, stimulate the creative part of your brain. So works for me. Red makes me happy. I never liked the color red when I was growing up. Yeah, as my mother hated the red. My mother was always trying to dress me in red stuff. Every time she bought me something, it was like red shirt, red pants, whatever. And I hated red on myself. But now, as an old lady, I'm appreciating red. Red gives me a color lift in the face. Makes me look like I have, like I stood there and pinched my cheeks for a while. Makes me look healthy. As my mother would say, you look healthy in red. And my mother does say that, by the way. Shout out to my mom. My mom does say that. You look so healthy in red. Yellow, she doesn't like me and makes me look sallow. That's what she says. I don't like that yellow sweater on you. You look sallow. I'll wear a yellow sweater one day, and I can guarantee you that my mom will call me up and say, by the way, that's a beautiful sweater that you have, because I just bought one, and it is yellow. But it just makes you look sallow, hon. You need to put something livening under it. And my mom will do that. So today we're going to do I buy and try so you don't have to. I love doing these segments over on my personal Facebook page because, it helps people out. It helps people out. When you homestead, we live within our means. It's a fancy thing called living within your means. We don't have credit cards. We pay cash. We don't take loans. We don't do crazy stuff like that. It is what it is. And, grandparents taught me well. I was a kid that had a privileged upbringing. Just so, full disclosure, spilling the tea here, I did have a very privileged upbringing, and I should have been born in the 60s. I rejected the comforts. I was always advocating for something. I was a big family activist. Like my mom says, your hippy dippy lifestyle suits you well. You've been like this forever. My grandparents would always be like, do this, do that. And I was always rejecting things. I accepted money as a fact of it made the world go round. But did I want it? Do I have to get shiny, sparkly, big things all the time and new cars and new this and not really. I'm happy. I was never, as my other grandmother would say, I was never Astor's pet goat. Never thought I was. Or, what was the other famous saying? Champagne taste on a beer barrel budget. I never had that. I never had champagne taste on a beer barrel budget. I was happy with the good mug of beer. Just, it's what you make it. It's what you make it. I don't fret and worry over that. But there is budgets for a lot of people. We live on a budget. It's not a crazy thing. I just have a lot of I have discretionary income that I can apply differently than a person that is making a mortgage payment, making a car payment, and paying bills and putting groceries and raising kids. So my discretionary income, I do differently. And when somebody says, "Ooh, I want to try this," or "Hey, I saw this, but oh my gosh, the price," even if it's like a $10 item, sometimes people just can't do that. And that is the world. That is the way of the world, and that is some people's personal economy. That's a big thing that you're going to hear me talk about from time to time is personal economies. What I can afford, you can't. What you can afford, I can't. I don't want your bill, so I am never going to be jealous of anything that you have, because 90% of the time, people that have big, beautiful, expensive things, they must pay a monthly bill on it, and I never begrudge my neighbors for having or getting or, you know, those big beautiful items. I appreciate them. I am so happy for people that you know, you get a new car. I am truly genuinely ecstatic for you. It's just I don't want to make that payment, so I don't. So we make sure that I make sure I don't make those bills for myself. Everything I'm going to show you is going to be under $20. And by the way, remember, this is a working homestead, so people come in and out. They go by, dogs, cats, everything's in my lap all the time. They jump up, and you know, we're in the fiber studio, which just basically happens to be a foyer to my house, which I turned into the fiber studio. But I get good lighting and whatever. Get to watch traffic, get to watch snow, get to watch people. I'm a people watcher. Let's begin. Marilyn Monroe. This is from Hard Candy. I love Hard Candy, by the way. I've been using Hard Candy like forever. I know it's supposed to be for the kids and stuff, but it came out, and when it came out, I adored it. And I still adore it even as an old lady. So Marilyn Monroe mascara. They make this in two versions. This is the volume, and then they make it in waterproof. And I believe the waterproof mascara has a blue rose on it. And I'm just that's how it started. I'm a huge Marilyn Monroe fan. Huge, huge, huge. And so I got it. This was under $7. I think it was $6.95, $6.98. I'm not sure. But it was under $7 Walmart. And this is in black. I think both of them are black. I don't need waterproof mascara. I do need the volumizing because, as I said, COVID, I lost 50% of my hair, my eyebrows, my eyelashes, just trashed everything. So, yes, I used to have more hair and be more beautiful. My hair didn't look like straw. Ask my hair guru. When I went to her for the first time after the COVID, and, you know, she's doing her magic on my hair and and my hair is like falling out in clumps, and she's it's just in her sink and it's falling out. I'm like, falling out in clumps. I'm just like, but it'll grow back on, and it did, because my hair growth is amazing. And we didn't do anything special. We just I just used super hydrating shampoo. Anyways, that's not this segment. This is I buy and try so you don't have to. Back to Marilyn Monroe mascara. I'm telling you these stories. If I tell you a long story short, we're going to go around the corner, over the hill, through the dale, up the mountain, over the river, and finally we're going to come full circle. So we're back to the mascara thing. Bear with me. Life is confusing. If you miss it, you miss it. I don't know what to tell you. So anyways, I love this mascara, Hard Candy. It's fabulous. It does a great job. See? It doesn't make me look like Tammy Faye. Although, I need a lot of richness on my eyes, but I don't want the Tammy Faye Baker look. That's how old I am, people. I'm 51, so I remember Tammy Faye. So here we go. I love everything about this, just so that you know. It is going to get a 5. It'll be one of the first 5s I throw out. It is going to get a 5, but the brush is amazing. The color is amazing. The depth is amazing. It goes on easy. It does not clump. I'm going to give this 5 stars, because our stars go 1 to 5. Not doing 1 to 10. It's just too many integers in between. 1 to 5. That's it. And Hard Candy, you whacked it out of the park with your Marilyn Monroe mascara, and I give it a 5, because it just, telling you, it fills it in, it lengthens them, it does everything it's supposed to. It volumizes, it comes right off when you wash your face. You're not standing there scrubbing that crap out of your eye. And just all the way around. It's a hit. It's a hit all the way around. Of course it is. Named after Marilyn Monroe. Now remember, when I do these buy and tries, I use these products a while. I'm not one of these. You're not going to see unboxing, unveiling. I ran to the store, I had to get it, going to open it up, shove it on my face, and show you and tell you it's a great product. Because products need to stand the test of time for me. Because money is finite in the world, in my pocket. Although there is discretionary income, there is not, I just don't want to waste my money like every other consumer in the world. And sometimes when you use a product, if you use it once and it's not like right for you, I don't want to blame the product, and I don't want to blame myself. So every product that I put on my I buy and try, so you don't have to, I've used between 1 to 3 weeks or more. This is an or more thing. I found this. Oh, I found this in September. So I am just like, I'm over the moon with this. It is the Revlon Color Stay Insider 940. That's the palette color. And it is 24-hour eyeshadow. And I love it. I'm telling you, I love it. I use it and use, these are matte colors, and I use them and they're fabulous, and they don't, I have hooded eyelids. And I do this. I do the Meryl Streep from It's Complicated. I found I did that more when I turned 50. So, just kind of like, my husband himself is always like, doing the Meryl Streep thing again? Gonna make me look younger. So I like matte, and it doesn't, I'm not wearing this today except on my eyebrows, because eyebrow thing. I like, I always had the thicker eyebrows, not as thick as Miss Brooke Shields, but I always loved her eyebrows, and I never, had them waxed too, even when it was the whole trend was the thin thing, in the early 2000s, everything was the thin brow, the arch brow. I never did that. I just wasn't interested in that, even though I did live in the city and I probably should have. And anyways, I like the thicker brow, and I just take this top color here, and I take the little brush, and I just kind of fill in with the Almay Brow Gel Styler. Doesn't catch. And this is the 490 Insider palette. It is amazing. It was, I'm not sure the original price. I got it on sale for $2 at the Walmart. It was on sale in a clearance, and there you go. And I love it. And I'm going to give this a 4.5. Because there are some colors I just didn't care for, but that's a personal thing. It's not so easy to get off. That's another thing. It wasn't really easy to wash off. Kind of like scrubbing. But that's besides the point. 4.5 on the Revlon. Now we got another hard candy. And I have been using this one for a month. And this is the hard candy eyeshadows. This is the top 10 eyeshadow collection. And it is Lap of Luxury. And you can tell my favorite colors. Another win for hard candy. I'm going to give this a 4.5 as well. There we go. These are shimmery shadows, and I really, you can see which one I really like. And it's smooth. It glides on. It doesn't really crease. I'm wearing it now, and I got a little Physicians Formula over here, but I'm wearing I put the same colors on every day, so whatever. I put the same face on every day. I barely use anything but neutral colors anyways. But what I really like about this too is hard candy gives you an amazing brush. And this brush, I also do my eyebrows with the Revlon with this brush. I mean, this brush, it's usable. It's usable. A lot of times you get these palettes and these brushes like totally unusable. This is a usable palette, usable brush. I like it. Hard candy, you did it again, and I love you. Like I said, I've been using hard candy a long time. I know it's for the kids. Some things I leave for the kids on the shelf, and other things like I have to have. That's just the way it is. Even though I'm an old lady, you're still doing it for me, hard candy. You're still doing it for me. Now, I got some candles to review because candles make a great Christmas gift. So the first thing I'm going to do is review the Better Home and Garden Patchouli and Frost. And these are, I guess that like the winter holiday, it was in the Walmart section for the holiday wintry candle thing. So I'm assuming that they're not going to stay around past winter. Not quite sure what Better Homes and Gardens is doing. These are the highly fragranced perfume wax blend, patchouli, bergamot, green apple, jasmine, neroli, and cedar scent notes. It's a 12-ounce candle. And as you can see, I've been using it a while. And that there, please ignore that. That is a piece of sage that I was like my sage with the flame in it dropped in there. So that's not part of the candle. That normally does not happen. Has nothing to do with Better Homes and Gardens. That's me. That one's on me. Now, what I like about this candle is I love the decorations. I love how the glass is. It's like a mirrored foily glass thing, whatever. It's really cool. And when it's burning at night, it sparkles. It does remind you of like winter. I like the color of the glass. I like the design. I really do. I like the lid's good. The lid's good. Don't fall off. That's important. You don't want to pick your candles up by the lids, but there are times we all do it. And there it goes. Of course, because I'm trying to show you something. But normally, if you can catch it before. Anyways, let's not get into the lids and the jars and I personally like the ones that go right down into the candle, but the lid is okay on this. It's the demonstrator that's not okay. I do like it. I don't think it's as highly fragranced as it should be. There are a lot of times when I burn this that now that I've been burning it for a while, I just don't smell it. And you can see I'm better than, I've got a quarter candle left, and it's starting to not. So, starting to not smell as great as it smelled when I first bought it. So bearing that in mind, these are $11.84. I do believe that's what I paid. I paid under $12 for it at Walmart. And now for our last product. That is our last product today, isn't it? Yeah, for our last product, another candle. I'm not doing Versus because they're two different companies. This is Village Candle, a main candle company. This is the cinnamon spice in cinnamon bark and clove and nutmeg. This is a 14-ounce jar. This lid, you can't even, I'm telling you. So I'll do 4 on this one because it did really smell good when it started, and I don't want to be mean to 3.5, 4. Just know that as you burn this down, it's going to scent less and less and less. I just don't like being mean to. I'm not a mean person. I can't do it. I can't give somebody a completely bad review if I act, unless I really don't like the product. And there are a lot of good points to that candle. It smells great. It's not as highly scented as it should be. Better Homes and Gardens. That's my opinion. Take it, leave it. I don't care. Now this candle, as I said, the lid is just like you can't pick it up by the lid in any capacity. So that's that. I like Village Candle. I like that it's a main product, seeing as how from me. I do like that it's a main product. I paid $16.95. It's at Hannaford. So go to Hannaford, check it. It was close to $17 I paid for this candle. And like I said, it's a 14-ounce. But it is amazing. It is amazing. It's worth it. As you can see, used halfway, and you can still smell it. I mean, like, it's clearing the sinuses out, smell it. And it's delightful, and it smells good, and all the notes blend so wonderfully with it. So, Village Candle, I am going to give you a 5. However, there is a caveat. The candles are expensive. You pay almost as much for a Village Candle as you'd pay for a Yankee Candle. So it still is under $20 and would make grandma or auntie or mom very happy for Christmas if you're looking for, a last minute Christmas gift, or you got to do a Secret Santa thing or anything like that. So this is our last product for today on I Buy and Try, so you don't have to. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. I mean, these videos, some days they're winners and some days they're like, I don't know. At least I could English through it today, right? That's a plus. So carpe diem, my beautiful creatures, because nobody is promising you a tomorrow.